Hi Taurus, this is your June 29th through July 5th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Taurus. We have the Two of Cups, clarified by Temperance. We have the Lovers. We also have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Four of Wands with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. And we have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Gemini, or any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. You have Sagittarius, and technically you have Sagittarius in here twice. All right, but again, it could be any zodiac sign. So here's what I noticed in terms of what we have here. Right, both Temperance all the way to your left and the Four of Swords all the way to your right. Those two cards can be interpreted as cards of healing, right? Healing cards, right? So, for some of you, maybe you're meeting this person at a healing place. I'm not predicting anybody feeling ill this week, but if this scenario plays out for you, perhaps you're already going through some kind of a healing process, right? You may meet this person at a hospital or a clinic. You could meet this person at like a healing center, right? Maybe you're at going to a healing center. Maybe you're getting some procedures done. It could be like physical therapy. It doesn't even have to be it doesn't have to happen to you. Maybe you're accompanying somebody to one of those. Maybe you're going to a hospital to visit somebody. Okay? So for some of you, healing or some kind of procedure, or maybe even resting, has something to do with it. Maybe you're going to through some kind of a counseling, healing counseling, right, with a group of people. Maybe that's what's going on, okay? Or perhaps both of you are healing from something, right? So Temperance and the Four of Swords, perhaps, again, for some of you, this is how you're meeting. For others of you, maybe you're simply on vacation, just resting, right? Resting by the poolside, resting on the beach. Maybe you're going to one of those resorts, right? Maybe that's where you're meeting this person. Because you're just chilling, taking it easy, recharging, right? Sipping on some of the refreshments, right? And maybe that's where you're meeting this person. At one of those resorts, maybe you're on vacation, okay? So yeah, this reading actually starts with the Two of Cups, and then Temperance is the clarifier, right? Temperance is a Sagittarius card, and the same can be said about the Wheel of Fortune. It's also a Sag card. The Wheel of Fortune could be interpreted as many different zodiac signs. I usually go with a Sagittarius. But anyway, Temperance is a card of taking it easy. And again, maybe if you're on vacation, you're just very relaxed, right? The Two of Cups and the Lovers. Those two cards are very, very similar energetically. Right? Both of them are soulmate cards. Both the Two of Cups and the Lovers are soulmate cards. So guess what? This person is your soulmate. Right? The Two of Cups is when two people connect right away. So for most of you, it's going to be like an instant connection. Maybe you're very similar. You come from similar backgrounds. You have similar interests. Maybe you work in the same industry, or you just simply connect. You know, sometimes we connect with people and we cannot stop talking to them. Right? It's like we can't get enough of them. Right, if you know what I mean, right? The Lovers is simply, for some of you, a continuation of the Two of Cups, right? Enjoying your time together. The Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing with. The Lovers is the love of your life card. It's a twin flame connection card as well, if you believe in twin flames. It's also a card of a choice, right? So I don't see you choosing between two people. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But the Lovers, you could be choosing to move forward with this person, to get involved with this person, to get into a relationship with this person. But I think for most of you, it's simply a confirmation from the universe that yes, this person is your soulmate, and yes, you're going to be falling deeply in love with this person. Perhaps you've never fallen this deeply in love before. The Six of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. The next two cards. The Six of Pentacles, first and foremost, is a financial card. So maybe It has something to do with money. Again, maybe some of you work in the same industry. The Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocity. It's a very generous card. And this is when people, are very generous with money, with time, with emotions, with love, with everything they've got. Right? It is a card of an equal give and take. The Wheel of Fortune, again, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle between the two of you. Right? So in the main spread on the left, we have 5 cards. 3 of them are Major Arcana cards. Awesome Major Arcana cards, if you ask me. In the potential outcome, we have the 4 of Wands with the Ace of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you guys are getting married at some point in the future. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Right? The 4 of Wands is a card of a commitment of marriage. This card always reminds me of an actual wedding, by the way. The Ace of Swords is a yes. I think Aries also had the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Swords in their potential outcome, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, the Ace of Swords is a yes. You'll be crystal clear that the two of you belong together. The 3 of Cups, again, maybe this is your wedding and you're celebrating. Or it's a card of a union, a happy union, a lifelong union between the two of you. All right? Taurus, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the 6 of Wands, clarified by the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Cups, and we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Leo, right? This is a fantastic reading, Taurus. There's so much going on. I can interpret it so many different ways, all right? So I'm going to throw in some examples. These are just examples, right? These are just scenarios. So we are right in the middle of a Cancer birthday season right now, right? The Chariot is a Cancer Major Arcana card. Leo birthday season is next. The Sun is a Leo Major Arcana card. So perhaps it has something to do with something that starts right now during the Cancer birthday season and maybe continues or concludes during the Leo birthday season, right? So keep that in mind, right? For others of you, since the 6 of Wands and the Chariot both are victory cards, success cards, perhaps it has something to do with that. Victory and success. Maybe you or your significant other getting a promotion at work or winning at something, okay? Or overcoming something, achieving something, and it's just a victory parade, right? With the 6 of Wands and the Chariot, right? For others of you, you could simply be going to a Cancer birthday, right? Again, the Chariot is a Cancer birthday. Major Arcana card. And the 6 of Cups with the Ace of Cups, there's an element of the past here, right? The 6 of Cups is a soulmate card, but it's also a card of something or someone from the past. So maybe there's like a reunion. Or if you're going to a Cancer birthday, you already know this person, right? And it's a reunion with this birthday person. Maybe your significant other is a Cancer, right? We have quite a few children in the cards. I count 4. It doesn't necessarily mean you have 4 kids. All right, maybe you do. Let me know in the comments down below. But it could be like a family reunion, and maybe it's your kids hanging out, running around with your nephews and nieces, or maybe grandkids, right? For some of you, it could be a baby shower, right? A baby shower. Because we do have one child in the Sun card, and like I said, more kids in the cards, with the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups, right? So anyway, this is a great reading, Taurus. Really, really great reading. And the Ace of Cups, clarifying the 6 of Cups, that doesn't hurt either. It's a very loving ace. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for Taurus this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also keep in mind, Mercury is in retrogrades, and this is when more exes than usual could resurface. We have Death, clarified by the 5 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles, clarified by Justice. We have the 4 of Cups, clarified by the Devil. And we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn. I can interpret this 2 ways. 2 general ways, big ways, 2 general big scenarios, right? If this person, whoever this person, when they do come back, They may tell you that they took care of some kind of an addiction. If you were involved with somebody who was addicted to some kind of a substance, gambling also applicable, right? Whatever they were addicted to, they may tell you and even show receipts, show proof that they took care of it. Like they went through some kind of a counseling, they went through therapy, they got a sponsor now or what have you, and they no longer do whatever it is that they did, whatever that addiction was. And then you'll have to make a judgment call, Taurus, as to whether you want to take this person back or not. Okay, that would be scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is they still went through some kind of a counseling. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they didn't have any addictions, but they still went through counseling. They still went through therapy or what have you, right? And you're going to be like, you know what? No, I'm still not interested. I'm still not interested. So those are the 2 general scenarios. Perhaps this person is a widower, but if that's the case, if they weren't addicted to anything in the past, then you're rejecting this person. If they were addicted to something and they went through counseling and took care of it, you will have to make a judgment call as to what you want to do about this. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus. This week we have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the 6 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups, clarified by the 8 of Wands. We have the Star. And we also have the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, maybe. All right. It's a really good reading, Taurus. You will have options. You will have a luxury of having options this week. Maybe you always do. But the option you're going to choose will be based on what you really, really want. A wish come true, a wish granted. Right? Perhaps you always wanted a particular job, and perhaps one of the options would be that type of a job or that particular job, and you're going to go for it. Right? You got options, Taurus, based on perhaps your previous achievements, based on your victories, based on your success that you recently acquired. And it could have been your graduation. Maybe you're graduating and you got your PhD or a master's or bachelor's or something like that. Okay, but you will have options for the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Wands in the middle, for sure. All right. The 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of a work, business, and finances. Okay, for some of you, maybe your existing employer may tell you, oh, you get to choose among all these options, and you'll be choosing something, right? But at the end, we do have the Star, which is a card of a wish come true and hope. This is what's on the horizon. This is what you're going towards. A wish granted. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the 6 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess and the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Scorpio, Aries, any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aries. Aries is another water sign, but the Tower could be interpreted as a Scorpio and Aries, and the High Priestess could be maybe Pisces or Cancer. Okay, but what you're not expecting has something to do with this Queen of Swords. I think this Queen of Swords is somebody you already know. Okay, I think this person is going to show up. Right? I think they're coming with the 6 of Swords. Right? Yes. It could be for the 4th of July weekend if you live in the United States. Maybe this person is back in town or they want to hang out or what have you. Okay? But the 6 of Swords, for most of you, this is them traveling. And the 6 of Swords, maybe it's also a card of an improvement. All right? The Queen of Swords, again, is the person you're dealing with. And this reading could be about absolutely anything. This Queen of Swords could be a friend of yours, a relative, somebody you used to work with. Or it could be your ex. It could be your ex. I believe this is somebody from your past. I believe you know this person. Okay? They're coming back or coming in with that Ace of Pentacles. Alright? For some of you, they may want to reconcile with you. right? If I'm connecting with a male or masculine Taurus, they may want to reconcile with you. But again, this reading could be about anything. The Ace of Pentacles, maybe they want to catch up with you, or maybe they have a job offer for you, or they want to do business with you, or something along those lines, right? If I were you, Taurus, I would listen to what they have to say, or even meet with this person, right? The Tower on the bottom of the deck, I think in this case, this is what this reading is all about. The Tower could be something that happens unexpectedly, right? And that's what is going on. This Queen of Swords is showing up. The High Priestess at the end, it could be a card of intuition, it could be a card of a secret, or maybe something private. All right, so maybe they want to offer you something and they will ask you to keep it on the reps, at least from now. All right, so that's what you're not expecting, Taurus, and that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.